Hi guys, welcome back to a recap of my FundedNext challenge. I've had a pretty good end of the week. I did take about 5 trades, or maybe even 6, since the last time that we spoke and the last time I put a video out. But yes, on the 15th and 16th, so today is currently the 16th. So yesterday I took, hang on. So these are the last 2 trades. So yesterday I took 1 loser and then 2 winners. One of them was a bit unfortunate where the market stopped me out before going in my favor. And then the other one was 2 gold and another silver trade. So two silver trades where I went long and short on the same day. I'll just show you where they were briefly so you can have a look. So we obviously had, so I entered based on this fair value gap in here and then rode it up to the highs round about here. So I actually took a bit more out of the market than I would have otherwise got before it reversed. So I was targeting these areas here for liquidity reasons. The market did eventually go higher, but that was fine. And then the second trade was this one down here, where after spotting sort of this fair value gap holding the price action, and then you sort of had this level here which was holding the price action. If I just sort of draw it at this big level here, I then entered a short down here and obviously targeting the lows again, targeting these lows, but I was just shy of it. I really wanted the market to break below, but unfortunately didn't get it. So I just exited once I started to see that the market was pushing back higher, and a good thing I did, because I didn't want to be too greedy. So the market rolled over. So in the last 2 days, I've had 2 winners and 1 loser. The good thing is, though, is I've been able to stick to my 1 to 2 risk to reward, which means I've managed to take myself out of a drawdown of 2R up to a position of 2R. So this account is now above the threshold for me to take a payout. I will continue trading it or not. I'll see how it goes. And then in regards to my the account with the account that we're trying to pass, sorry, forgive me, this was today. So today I took, actually, did I say today? This is last 3 trades I've taken. So I've had a 3R. Let me just have a look at not the last 3. Let's have a look at the last week. So the last week I'm probably up 4R. Had a bit of a crisis where I wasn't quite maximizing my profits, but then ever since then I've had a 2R gain, a 2R gain, a 1.5R gain, and a 1R gain. This one here I was hoping for my target to be reached, but unfortunately we didn't get that. And as you can tell, most of them are silver, gold, and the Nasdaq. The last trade I took on the euros were the ones where I was complaining that I literally just FOMO'd into the trade that I wasn't supposed to be in, actually. So yeah, so currently it's going well. As you can see, I have focused my eyes on predominantly trading the gold and silver. They had a huge move today, actually, so we've been stuck in a sort of range on silver for quite some time. There was a lot of orders probably resting below these levels here, which have now been taken out, so people can, you know, continue to start piling in longs if they wish to pile longs in. Alternatively, you know, this price could end up coming all the way back down here if we see gold wanting to rotate lower. And then for silver, we're looking at a market that's not had a significant retracement since probably 2 weeks ago, January. It's been moving straight up, so you could see a situation or a scenario where it comes all the way back down into around about 82s. before giving it a rest. We certainly have a level at 86 which needs to be broken, and then you're looking at 86s, you're looking at 83s, and then you're looking at this big gap here which has yet to be filled. So on the 240 chart, on the 4-hour chart, you're looking at essentially this big OB is holding price up. If that breaks, you're looking at this gap in here, which is around about the 80s or the 79s, with this level being taken up as liquidity. But we'll see whether the market really does come to that level, or if it just continues on its grind up higher. So the weekend is key, because if the weekend is really if the weekend happens the way that I think it will happen, where you get geopolitical news coming in, where the Greenland gets invaded, it will significantly push this price higher. But like Trump is talking about tariffs and Iran, you could see a situation where this market goes lower. So yeah, getting a bit of a retracement in gold now after this huge move lower. The indexes, aside from that, I don't really think much is happening. You had the Dow today, if I just look at 15, make a big move higher before coming back down lower again, testing this OB that it left on the previous New York session. Then you're sort of looking at this is gold, sorry, silver as well, done the same thing. Obviously the US Nasdaq came back into its Asia range of the previous day session after clearing out the previous low of the day. Well, the previous low of the day was actually this one, but if you're looking at the true day open, it was that one. So yeah, we are a long way away from filling this up. And if I look on the daily, if I just look on the daily, you can have a look and see that this market is trying to go lower. Failed to break and breach this high. We are getting a lot of defense at this level, which is critical. This level is critical. We're getting a lot of defense here. So this is now a triple top. If this market does not head higher from here, if we do not see a push upwards from this market, you are looking at a significant down move to the downside. So you could be looking at 24s before you even blink. Certainly these levels are there to be supportive if market does come into these levels, but you are looking at a market that's now been moving sideways since about October. Or the Dow, on the other hand, has been making moves higher up, but has now stalled and is now in a sideways direction for the time being. So it could break up to the high side, because the Dow has 30 companies that are more defensive sectors rather than the tech sector that requires but obviously in May the new Fed chair is on his way. Jerome Powell's on his way out, so you never know what could happen. But for me, for my trading, obviously I'm just focused on what I'm focused on. There's nothing too much that can be said. Today's a Friday. I've taken 1 hour off the day. I'm quite happy to shut it down here. There's no need for me to go in and look for more trades on the day. And then obviously, yeah, we go again on Monday. Let's see if we can't pass the funded account. We'll see if we can pass phase 1 of the funding challenge done next week. So yeah, but thank you very much for listening, guys. I hope you have a good time. Hope you had a good week as well. Cheers, bye.